mark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tal'Darim Altar, which promises to be the venue for this final match in the best of 5 series between the one and only
TT Esports Whitera.
He's in the red trunks, and he is to the northeast of the Tal'Darim Altar playing Protoss versus his opponent. Back from the dead, it's 2-all in this best of 5 series. I bring you
Millennium Stephano.
And he is doing so very well right now. He's playing Zerg, and he is to the southwest of the Tal'Darim Altar. And this will, of course, be the decider between these two. What a series it has been. I have to admit, if I'm totally honest, I think Whitera might have been messing about just a little bit. I don't really know where I got that impression from. I'm just thinking Carrier Mothership Void Ray is not the most effective counter to Mass Corruptors. Whatever the case, it was kind of neat that he did it anyway. It's odd that Whitera allowed it to be scouted so easily. And I suppose maybe that's a credit to Stephano, who went for the speed upgrade on his Overlords, was able to sack a few to get information on that fleet beacon, and then, of course, picked up on Mass Corruptor. I was surprised not to see Whitera transition to something that wasn't going to die horribly, but there you go. As I say, I think Stephano does certainly have a good shot. I mean, he won the 3rd game legit. There's no question about that. And hey, he won the 4th game legit, but I just have this feeling Whitera was kind of messing about a little bit. Because, let's be honest, that strat doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, the question is, what is he going to do with it? We're looking possibly for Forge Fast expansion once again, considering the positioning of this pylon and the amount of money that it's currently got, which would make sense, and we are in for a bit of a longer game right here. And it seems to work fairly well, but Stephano does have the means to actually break it. So it's not something that he should be relying on too much. Of course, Whitera knows what he's doing, but Stephano has proven previously that his Mass Roach with heavy upgrades work extremely well. The question is, will Stephano vary things up again? It's looking like he will not, and that is perhaps a weakness for Stephano right here. He executes the same build over and over again with rigid efficiency, and it certainly works most of the time. I'm just concerned because a player like Whitera is just so adaptable. He's got all sorts of tricks up his sleeve. Manages to get the hatchery down a little bit later than last time, but that was intentional. Gets his extractor down. His drone count is looking pretty good as well. As you can see, by the APM, it's currently ridiculous. APM is some ridiculous key that I can never remember, isn't it? Yeah, because you can Control V, of all things. Control V! How does that even make any sense, please? Seriously. Well, there you go. Yes, that's the APM counter right now. Both fairly chilled out, relaxed, all cool. Shoots a B-ball outside of the school. Yes. I'm considering writing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, by the way. I think I'd probably get thrown out of the StarCraft 2 community entirely for doing that, but I think it's worth the risk. What do we have? Whitera with the expansion right here, and there comes the Cybernex score. As I say, it's pretty standard considering what he's been doing the last few games, with the exception of what he did last game. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. Unfortunately, Corruptors just tear through carriers too easily. It's as simple as that. It's really hard to deal with. They counter carriers and motherships really, really hard. Stephano finally finds another use for Corruptors aside from shooting at Colossus. Now, I would expect perhaps some early Roach aggression right here, although I wonder if Whitera will perhaps go for Immortals instead in order to deal with that. Immortals don't deal so well with Roach Hydra. They help, certainly, but Hydralisks have a tendency of ripping through them. It depends on the mix and the composition, really. It's another Stargate play. Right, Whitera is doing this again. This is incredibly risky. Does Stephano see it? He does not. It's slightly behind it. I bet Stephano is not thinking... Oh! So close. He didn't see it. He was a nanosecond off seeing it. Whitera with the final blow landing just as the Zergling gets into sight range. Oh, wow. However, Stephano does have that Overlord. He may be able to scout that Stargate. Will it be a second Stargate, or will it simply be a one Stargate harassment, transitioning into something, I don't want to say sensible, but you get what I'm talking about. You understand what I'm talking about. Stephano looking for an early 3rd as well. Obviously, he would do that against Forge Fast Expand. Stephano coming in again. Where are the defenses against this? The scout will come in. That's a Void Ray. Does he have a Stalker? He does. Is it in range? No, it is not. Whitera is holding back. That's a problem. Stephano could potentially scout this, but he's not going in right now. He's going to see that Overlord, surely. And then he'll move to intercept. Surely he'll try and deny scouting. He's not going to let him see the Stargate again. The element of surprise here, very important. Stephano doesn't look like he's going to see it. It's a good positioning on the Stargate. That Overlord will not get anywhere near, and another gateway coming up. This time, a 1-star gate, harassment approach, and then into something else. That makes sense. You know, that is a much better strat than the last one. As much as I liked the last one, I found it highly entertaining. It wasn't exactly the most practical way of winning games. Roach is on the way for Stephano once again, and I have a feeling that Whitera has Stephano's number right now. Stephano looking for the scout right here. I'm still very surprised to see Whitera not pulling that Stalker off. Surely he's seen it right now. What kind of scouting information will he gain? If Stephano goes left, will he see it? Oh, he sees a chrono-boosted something. There we go. He sees the Stargate. Again, not denying the scouting. This time, we have a Phoenix and a Void Ray on the field. Void Ray already rolling out, looking to deny the third. He should be able to do just that without too much of a problem. However, Stephano's creep spread is looking nice. And now he's supply blocked as a result of losing that Overlord, and Stephano hasn't done anything to alleviate that just yet. Spore Crawler coming down right there. That Void Ray is going to pick up another Overlord, and he may be able to take the hatchery out. But as I said, that Queen will be helpful. There's the charge. Now, one Queen cannot take out one Void Ray. 2 Queens, maybe. A Phoenix with a grab would certainly help right here, but he doesn't have that quite yet. He's moving across the map with it, looking for it. Is he following up with another Void Ray? No, he's following up with Phoenixes, which is very, very smart. Disable those Queens. Keep them out of play so the Void Rays can take them out. Very sensible play by him. In the meantime, Zerving streaming across the field for Stephano. Will he be able to deal with Whitera? I don't think so. He really does not have the firepower. Whitera should be able to defend this without too much of a problem at all. In the meantime, there's the grab. Look at that one. Queen's up in the air, and a big Void Ray charge coming in right now. As long as Whitera can keep that Void Ray alive, that expansion could get denied very easily. Does he have the energy for another pickoff? He does. Another Phoenix coming in right now as well, and it looks like Stephano has given up on it. I don't blame him. Those Queens are not enough to deal with it. A single Void Ray. Great harassment right here by Whitera, showing the viability of that early air play. The hatchery will go down unless he's able to deploy the Spore Crawlers. He's looking for deployment, and of course, that's a 6-second deployment on it right now. That Void Ray might go... No, he should be okay. Oh my. Whitera's able to hold it off just for the moment. Down goes the Spore Crawler. Another Queen grab. Will that Void Ray go down? It's looking very, very low. 30 HP. 25 right now, the Void Ray. And down it goes. Nice play there by Stephano. He's able to, against all odds, save that expansion right there. Oh, it was good harassment. It certainly was, but a genius move right there, moving the Spore Crawler under there and deploying, of course, can't lift buildings, folks. Now Whitera pushing forward once again. His army supply count has a huge advantage. And of course, he's forced his opponent, look at this, 4 Spine Crawlers coming in. He's forced his opponent heavily into anti-air defense, wasting resources, and in the meantime he's built up a huge attack force, and he has a massive army supply advantage. 50 to 27 right here as we move in. He even has Phoenix support as well to grab a few of those larger units off the field. That hatchery is under grave threat. Should be able to snipe it off, no problem. Got a proxy pylon. Has he transitioned into how many gateways, I wonder? He's got 1 up there. Is this 4 gateways, 6 gateways? It's 7 gateways. That's a lot of pressure. Stephano in no position to deal with this unless he redeploys all of his Spine Crawlers, and even then it's going to be risky. Of course, Spine Crawlers take a long time to redeploy. Stephano looking to do just that. He's going to block this off. I think he's just going to sacrifice this. He's not confident about holding it at all. The longer Whitera waits, the more that Stephano will be able to build, and he's been able to make it up. 49 army supply to 64. Still probably not enough. Phoenix with a quick grab right there. There's a free Queenie, and he can take a couple of Roaches out as well if he likes, and that expansion is going down. Stephano will surely not try to defend it. He doesn't have the count for it, and down that hatchery goes. Stephano also now in a supply block position after losing another Overlord. 7 more Roaches on the way, however. Upgrade count. Stephano actually doesn't have as many as I would like, certainly. And Whitera now looking to break this. There's a quick transfuse, trying to get the Spike Crawler alive just for a little bit longer. And he's able to stop most of the firepower coming in. Great sentry play. And that's the last place Stephano really wanted to engage. Those Roaches are unable to bring down their firepower right now. And there goes another force field. Takes out the Spine Crawler. Spine Crawler at the back still holding up, but only 2 kills right now. And Whitera crushing his way through the forces of Stephano. Stephano holding it as best he can. Quick row off the line. There's the drones. This could be the end for Stephano. This could be him out of the tournament entirely. Reinforcements coming in around the flank. Stephano is bleeding hard, losing Roach after Roach after Roach. GG, ladies and gentlemen. And there you have it. Your first best of 5 winner, Whitera, is through to the round of 4, and Stephano is out after a brave attempt, 3-2 in this best of 5 series. What a great way to get this tournament started. Oh, yes. Okay, folks, we're taking a few minutes. Whitera will be through to the next round. We'll take a few minutes to set up the next game, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere.